What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Beam Big here, and today we are back at it again with
With
two
the final
boys.
episode. The
Of
final
the
episode of
final episode of Two
Two
Boys
Boys
Suck
Suck
Narutoes.
Narutoes.
Or if you want, you can call it Two Boys Suck Naruto's the last.
Uh, don't do that. Don't call it that.
I'm doing it.
No.
Oh my god, we've come such a long way, bro.
Oh, we really have. We really have.
Holy fuck! It's only been like 2 months.
Yeah.
I am blind.
Uh, has it been 2 months?
It has been 2 months.
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, on July. Yo, almost 2 months to the day. We uploaded the Land of Waves episode on July 23rd. Wait, oh shit! That will be 2 months to the day. Oh no, it won't. It'll be one day
No,
off.
because we're recording a day later than we
yeah.
normally do.
You're right. I
Or
thought it was Wednesday.
or you could just upload it on Saturday if you want.
I could upload it on Saturday. I might do that.
We'll see.
We will see if you're watching. Anyways, click the subscribe button, hit the like button before you head out, because I know you're heading out. You're already clicking off. We got 63 subscribers now. Let's get that up to 64.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit.
Go get that shit up.
All right, man. We left off, and Madara was cucked into turning into a worse villain. Kaguya Otsutsuki.
Yeah. No, cause fucking just out of nowhere, we're just gonna. we're Kaguya
Yeah.
now. We're fighting Madara. We're fighting Kaguya now, guys. Don't
worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
And she's got hacks abilities. Don't even worry about it.
Oh my god, the most hacks of any ability in this series.
She's got a Byakugan, so you see, Byakugan is important still.
Oh, yeah, no, obviously. Bakugan representation. Let's go.
Let's go.
Killed the only character with the Bakugan. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Top of the moment.
Yep. Yeah. So Kaguya, Kaguya shows up. She's, I don't know. I mean, we talked with Black Zetsu for a while.
He's like, all right.
Kaguya doesn't. One thing I don't like about Kaguya is Kaguya doesn't really talk for herself at all.
She goes, my children, my sons.
Yeah, she sees she's Naruto and Sasuke and like as the reincarnations of
her kids, her two kids. Who smashed her is all I'm saying.
According to Shippuden, just some random dude, like.
I mean, that's kind of hype. I want to be that
random like emperor or something like that.
I'll smash Kaguya.
Yeah. And then I guess she. This is all Shippuden stuff, so none of this is in the manga. But I guess they are like, damn, she's kind of whack, and then she killed everybody, including her husband.
Damn.
So, and then she had her kids.
Okay. I see her, yeah. Yeah, and so then, Black Zetsu basically is like, she is the true, she will say, I don't know, he talks about a lot of shit, I don't really give a fuck, honestly. And essentially she wants to get her powers back from Naruto and Sasuke that the Sage's Six Paths gave to them.
Yeah, she also wants to, harvest everybody's chakra from
and turn them all into white Zetsu.
Yeah, exactly, because white Zetsu is actually just Kaguya
army.
Like people that in the past that were hit with the infinite Tsukuyomi. And
then she says, watch this no clip teleport I got. It takes him to a lava realm. And it's a lava realm. I don't know what you want me to say. The whole squad just gets teleported.
Yeah, Kaguya's ability is just dimensions. She has like 5 different dimensions that she can travel between the will. Travel at will. Like, oh, that shit's kind of busted.
Yeah, it is busted.
Um, just 5 whole separate dimensions from Earth. I I, I can't even like begin. I can't even begin to just
I don't know, bro,
like
but
what the fuck.
they try doing a lot of shit. Sasuke's like, I got this shit, and then but like nothing works. Teams, it's Naruto and Sasuke. Kakashi, Obito, and Sakura are there, but they'll be they're in
Hmm.
the background for a little bit.
Yeah, no, literally Sasuke is like, you guys are in the way. Get out of here.
Yeah, and then
Um,
Naruto's like, let's get this shit, and pulls out the reverse harem jutsu, and it works. So.
oh,
The
the reverse harem jutsu hype is part of this. Hype is part
hypest
of this
part,
part.
the entire fight, bro.
Oh my
Because
god.
everybody's like, "There's no way that
He's like,
works."
he's like talking up Sasuke, and he's like, yeah, I got a plan. It's this jutsu that I might even say I've been practicing more than the Rasengan
Rasengan.
recently, bro. And then Sasuke's like, you think that's gonna work? He's like, are you serious? We won't know until we try it.
And then they try it, and lo and behold, Kage is not immune. I mean, that's how. Hey, whoever that guy was must have been good looking.
uh, he does like he pulls out a whole array of
Yeah,
people, dude.
he does, and then she gets a nosebleed and everything.
Yeah.
And then Sasuke, it was one of them, just rocks her in the face.
Yeah, Sasuke absolutely rocks her. Uses that opening, but Sasuke or Sakura also gets hit with this, I should say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she does. Yeah. It's so
Naruto's these
it's
sexy type jutsu tend to work the
oh
better, the stronger
the
the
stronger
opponent.
the
You know.
opponent. Oh my
uh,
god.
so good. It's so good that
That's
it
that's like
actually
the
works.
actually the best part. Yeah.
It's such a good callback to the first chapter, dude. Oh my god,
Yeah,
such a
but
good, such a good callback.
and then all of them sort of she's sort of like, okay, I'll separate all of them. Naruto makes a bunch of clones and she kind of separates all of them, and sends everybody to different worlds essentially. Um,
Yeah, she's trying to separate the and deal with them one at a time.
hmm. And Sasuke is currently the only one who can teleport between them using the Renegon. Um,
Uh, Obito
Obito
can
too as
too,
well. Yes, but
because I don't think Sasuke can teleport because it's just his thing is just a short range teleport. I'm pretty sure.
no, yeah, he can.
Can he? I don't remember.
Yeah, because he teleports to Kaguya's location a few times.
I don't remember this fight,
Yeah,
man.
me neither, dude. This is why. Okay, let's just so Naruto does some clone shit. She gets tricked by his clones a few times, and she thinks he got him because the true seeking
Mhm.
orbs are on one of the clones. But he was like, "Hi, got your ass." That wasn't the real one, and then she thinks she gets the real one, but it was just a clone, which was the stupid. I was reading this and I was like, "This is the dumbest idea for how she messed it up." And it was just complete luck that that clone happened to be teleported to that location,
Yeah.
and she thought that it was the real him, which I don't know. She got folded by luck a little there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Naruto did not strategize that. That was just complete
Yeah.
luck on his part. Um, all them end up meeting together. Obito ends up bringing everybody together. We're skipping a lot here, but
Yeah.
um,
Um. I remember a whole thing with I know Obito and who's it? It's Obito and like Sakura, I think. Um, they're kind of vibing together.
yeah,
They're in their own world, and they're trying to plan out like they're like, if I can use my Kamui to rip holes in these dimensions, but it takes like a fuck ton of chakra to do it.
yeah.
So it really I can only do it like 2 or 3 times before I'm dead.
So
My man's dying at this point.
he plans to use Sakura's chakra and Naruto's Shadow Clone chakra to do it. Um,
Yep.
um, yeah. Then sort of they all sort of teleport away. Obito and Kakashi at one point get teleported. Well, Obito gets clapped by Kaguya. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and gets that's like he had Zetsu inside of him. He gets like the Zetsu ripped out of him. No,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was kind of he was kind of fucked already for a while, but then Obito gets clapped, and Kakashi's like, damn, now I'm sad. But then Obito comes back from the grave as a ghost. Ah, this dead ass. This is so weird. This is so weird, dude. Cause his body was gone, right? Like he was folded by like a Trucing orb or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or something similar that Kaguya hit him with, right?
Uh, yeah. I think he still kind of has like some of Black Setsu on him. I think. Can't quite remember.
Yeah, I think so. Either way, he dies, and then he sees Rin, and Rin's like, "Come on, let's go to heaven together."
Yeah.
Come on, and he's like, "Wait, I gotta go do something." And then somehow, even though he doesn't have his eyes, he gives his other Sharingan to Kakashi,
Yep.
which is dope. Really, really dope.
Dope as fuck.
But I just don't understand how this man pulled this off. Cause Kakashi didn't.
Uh.
Oh well, Kakashi didn't even have the other eye either. Like Kakashi was
Oh yeah, no, because Madara ripped it
Madara
out
ripped it
earlier,
out,
which
so
I
he
don't
gave him
think we
both sides again.
mentioned, but
Ah,
yeah,
ah.
it's something to do with like the six paths. The six paths. There's the Sage of Six Paths
Yeah,
was
he
like,
was kind of vibing there, just floating. Um,
yeah. So I think he was the one that allowed
mm.
him to give him to it like that.
And so yeah, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are all sort of trying to jump Kaguya, and they're having a little bit of trouble. But then Kakashi comes in, man, skips all the Susanoo stages, and just straight to perfect Susanoo.
Yeah, yeah. No, he like man, like I'm really sad that this happened because like that. I mean, I like it that
Yeah,
Kakashi did, and I think this is the coolest Susanoo in the whole
that's
series.
so cool, dude.
Also the most busted, but I wish that Kakashi and Obito like
Got a
did a
dual
dual
Susanoo?
Susanoo.
A dual
Yeah,
Susanoo would have been so sick if they were both in the head of it and they were standing next to each other. Oh my god. I was thinking the exact same thing. Oh, come on, man. I'm so sad about that.
yeah,
But yeah, well, yeah. So Kakashi gives him an opening. There, he's like, "I am the Kakashi of the Sharingan, once more," or whatever the
yep.
fuck.
Um, yeah, and Kakashi, this fucking Susanoo is so busted.
Susanoo
He's
is
he's,
busted.
he's got he's got Kamui shurikens, which just like he throws them and they just
It's so
delete
cool.
things.
Kamui
They
Lightning Cutter, bro. Like,
Oh my god,
oh
Kamui
my
lightning cutter
god.
is like one of the few moves that actually just harms Kaguya straight up.
Yeah.
Just cuts a gash in her.
Oh, that shit's so cool. And then yeah, so and then the whole team jumps him. Sakura, after landing a devastating Sakura blow, as you know, the Tsunade punch, the classic. You know, she's here. She's doing stuff. You know, I'm glad she's here. She's
Yeah,
not as
yeah,
important as
she's.
the other characters, but she gets her licks in.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, she's. I mean, she's like. The, she had a moment like I think fighting the Ten Tails where she was like, don't I? You guys haven't left me behind. I'm just as strong as you guys." And then and where here we are like 20 chapters later.
Yeah,
She's back to just
she's
doing
back to
absolutely nothing.
yeah, but she lands the hit, and then that's basically what allows Naruto and Sasuke to land
Oh
their
yeah,
six
yeah.
pass gifts that they got in order to
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Um, Chibaku Tensei something. Some.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's a big. It's a
Chibaku
big.
Tensei. Yeah, that is what it's called.
Just giant. It's catastrophic planetary destruction. Is what they hit her with.
Yeah.
They trap her in a ball of rubble just the size of the moon, apparently.
Sheesh. Speaking of the moon,
So.
we're gonna talk about
Not
that
yet.
later.
Not yet. Not yet. uh.
Yeah, and that's like cool. There you go. They defeated her essentially. We skipped a few
Yeah.
details here, but like,
Yes, we skipped a lot of details.
uh,
You can go and
it's
read the
not
fight if you
important.
want.
It's not that. It's just yeah. It's just
Not
like
that. It's not that.
whatever.
it's a lot of just running around through the different dimensions trying to figure out shit. Not all. It really wasn't that terribly exciting of a fight.
Yeah, Hagurame, the Sage of Six Paths, brings them all back, along with all the tail beasts after they were released from Kaguya's
Yep.
body.
Madara also kind of drops down.
Yeah,
Um,
and then he's like, the Sage of Six Paths is like, I appreciate it. My head out.
yep. I'm gonna head out now. Um,
um, Obito says, well, no, okay, Naruto and Minato have a farewell.
yeah, because he's like, all right, we, Hokage can't stay around forever.
Yeah,
We gotta release.
the other two
We
say,
gotta head to the great beyond.
mm,
Minato can finally leave. Because that man's been trapped in the Reaper Death Seal for the past
forever, dude.
like 20, like 18 years or
18 years?
something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. I don't
because
know.
he mentioned the sun rises. And Minato says happy birthday to
Mm,
Naruto. Um,
yeah, because it's Naruto's birthday.
yeah, it ended on his birthday. Let's go. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, so he says that they have a little moment. And then Obito says goodbye to Kakashi and he goes off with Rin to the afterlife. And Kakashi
Yep.
loses the Sharingan.
And then finally we get Hashirama talking to Madara, being like,
Being like, let's go, bruh.
they're just like they talk about their dreams of the past, and like Madara's like, damn, I'm sorry. My
Yeah,
dream
Madara
failed.
just like,
Your dream lives
and then
on.
dies.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and Hashirama is like, you want to be homies again? And Madara's like,
and
ugh.
die.
Fuck you. uh,
Oh
nah,
man.
he doesn't give an answer,
He
sadly.
doesn't. He doesn't get to give an answer, unfortunately. And then not even frames after all this happens, Sasuke's like, Sasuke puts all the tail beasts into planetary destruction. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, he's like, all right, the day is won, but for like, and I'll like, I'll release the because Naruto and Sasuke, I'm pretty sure together have to release the Infinite Tsukuyomi.
Yeah.
Since they still have six paths powers. Um, and Sasuke's like, all right, I'll do that, but first, I'm executing the current Gokage inside
Yeah.
the Infinite Tsukuyomi. Damn, Sasuke, you bitch to the end.
And so he's like, so he gets all the tail beasts who, all of them are revived now. They all decided what they were gonna do after this.
uh
But Sasuke's like, nah, y'all are mine. Um, and then
Yeah.
Naruto's like, it's time to end this, bro. It's time. And they're like, I bet. And let's move to a more fitting location. And where else is a fitting location than their first time they fought? The
The
final
Valley of
valley.
the End.
The dopest place in all of Naruto, perhaps?
Oh, one of the.
Part 1 was kind of sick when you saw this place for the first time. She was told you.
God, yeah. I mean, this it's just as stunning of a setting as it is, the second time around.
Ooh, and this fight's awesome. This fight's beautiful.
Oh, this fight is
we
probably the best in
we
the series. Like,
we watched
no cap.
all the anime episodes too. We didn't just look up the fight. We just went and watched the episodes.
Yeah, we've literally just watched the episodes because this fight just goes so hard.
Oh
Because
my!
it's like, okay, we were done fighting the big bad, and now we're back to the classic Naruto versus Sasuke with all the buffs they've obtained throughout the whole
It's
series, and it's like,
it's like how can they still fight like this, bro? I don't like. How are they not tired? I mean, they get tired by the end of the fight, but it's like, how were you not tired when you started the fight? Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Did they get like some kind of healing from the Sage of Six Paths or something like that? I have no fucking clue, dude.
I don't know,
After the
but
battle ended, because they have like no scratches on them post battle.
yeah, but it's cool.
Um,
They fight. The anime version is so good, dude, and it adds so
oh,
much little
it's such
details.
a, yeah. Naruto at one point does the Naruto 2K Barrage.
Oh, it's so good. And then we got the title, the thumbnail shot right here. Fucking
A thumbnail shot. The
Susanoo
Susanoo
versus
versus Kurama.
Kurama. Ooh, bro.
Ooh,
Oh my
shit,
god,
man.
they're out here. And this is the last, just the last part of this fight when they're completely drained from chakra, and it's just the two of them fist fighting each other. Like
Oh
just
my god, yeah. They,
to
I mean, first of all, they blast a. There's like a fucking nuclear explosion in the
oh yeah,
air.
they fight. Yeah, well, the Vital Valley's gone, by the way.
Final, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they blast the heads off the two statues. Um, yeah, and it's just them fighting, like fighting one another.
It's so cool. There's so many good
There's just
shots.
this. There's this one just panel like in the middle of it's like it's not a panel, but it's like a collection of panels of just them trading blows, just chakraless blows, just one after another, just beating the shit out of each other raw,
Yeah,
intercut with some flashbacks too. It's like God,
it's so
shit is
so
so good.
crazy, bro. But yeah, that final little scrap they have. So no
Yeah,
chakra, just fisticuffs on the
just
ground.
fisticuffs.
And then they, of course, they gotta end it with the fucking
The classic.
the Chidori Rasengan classic. The anime cheeses it up by like 50 by adding a bunch of hands that add to the Rasengan.
Oh yeah,
It starts with
Naruto's pulling up the
Jiraiya.
Rasengan, but then everybody, like all of his comrades, like add to it too. Everybody who's died.
Yeah, and that's
It's
some
funny.
weird anime only stuff they add.
Yeah. Um, I just fucking. It's just white light like it was last time. Just blast the
Yeah,
statues apart though this time.
yeah, and they even flash back to that first time they clashed, when they were both
Hmm.
in their released forms. Well,
Yeah.
Sasuke was in form 2, and then Naruto in his QB cloak.
Hmm.
Um, and then they both just fall to the ground, and then they wake up,
We're just talking to each other,
and then
you
just
know.
like
Just kind of
yeah,
vibing on the
the camera zooms out, and they both lost their arms that they used in the clash,
ground.
and it forms a little heart, because the
Yeah.
blood pool
Naruto.
forms a little heart.
Naruto's like. You still not understand? Now that I think about it, you always were pretty stupid too. And then the tear rolls down Sasuke's cheek, and he's like, "Shut up, you, shut up, you buffoon!" And it zooms out to their arms, blasted off. Uh,
Yeah. Oh man.
like brutal, man.
But yeah, and then they're like, Naruto uses his ultimate top no jutsu on this man,
Yeah,
and he's like, he was like, you've always been my friend, bro. And
yeah.
then
You've
Sasuke,
always been my best friend.
you've always been my best friend, bro, and that's why I needed to kill you for the Mangekyo, because I'm on
Hmm.
that real. I was on the grind. Um, and they have a little heart to heart. It's nice.
Yep.
And then Sasuke's like, "You won this fight, bro. You did it." Um, and as they lay on the ground, and then they stand back up and undo the infinite Tsukiyomi. Um, and yeah, but that's pretty much it. After they end the end of after they finish the Tsukiyomi, it sort of skips. Oh yeah, well Sakura comes and heals them. That's right, I forgot. Yeah, Sakura.
Yeah. Sakura. I mean, they. Of course, Kakashi and Sakura come in at the end, and they're like, "Oh shit, what the fuck happened?" And Kakashi's like, "I wasn't here to stop you this time, but I probably couldn't have."
Yeah, and yeah, so then they undo the
That's
infinite
pretty much,
Tsukiyomi. Yeah.
yeah, and that's pretty much the end of the series.
Yeah, well, we have that little time skip, but
Yeah, I like the end of this section of the story.
yeah, the last chapter being a 10-year time skip. Similar to Bleach, I
Yeah,
guess. Um, Except I don't know. I don't know which one I like more or not. These endings are weird. You just wanna get into it. There's not much to talk about, I guess.
there really isn't. Um,
Mm.
I mean, before that, there is like a tiny little, like a few months time skip Um,
Oh
where
yeah, yeah.
Kakashi is the
Six
Hokage,
Hokage.
sixth Hokage.
Neji has a
Um,
set funeral.
yeah, Neji's funeral. Sasuke and Naruto get Hashirama Cell arms, of course, courtesy of
Yeah,
Orochimaru, I think.
Sasuke decides to travel the world again. Um, and is like, I'll. Sasuke's like, I'm gonna go see the world not from tainted eyes. I was traveling and I never really stopped to enjoy myself, to view the sights. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then Sakura's like, "Are you gonna come back?" And he's like, he does the Itachi thing on her. Cool, cool.
Yeah, yeah. No, I thought that was cute. That's the one screenshot I have of that little time skip was just like Sakura's like, can I'll come with you, Sasuke, so you can to help you. You don't even have to talk. And Sasuke's like, "Ah, maybe next time." Taps from the head.
Maybe next time.
Shit, that's good stuff.
It's nice. Yeah, and then that's when we officially get into the full time skip. Um,
Hmm.
and we get to meet basically all the couples that ended up together. We get to meet Baruto, Uzumaki, who we'll get very familiar with very soon. uh, we meet a bunch of kids. We meet Baruto, Shikadai, Sarada.
Uh, yeah, these characters that they're in the class of what is it? Is it still Iruka?
Yeah,
No,
no,
it's like
it's Bug Boy Shino. He's the teacher.
Oh yeah, it's Shino's
Yeah.
class.
Anko's here and she's let herself go a little bit in peace times.
Yeah, she has let herself go a little bit. Everybody else like looks the exact looks I don't know the same, but
Rock Lee has a kid. Don't ask who the mother is. It's one
don't
of the
worry about it.
biggest mysteries of all time. 1010 is alive. I guess she's there. um, Gara has the worst haircut I've ever seen. Uh,
Uh, it is not great. I'm not gonna lie.
we get to see all the couples. Like, in some of these couples make sense, right? It's we got
Hmm.
Tamari and Shikamaru, which like
Yep,
yeah
that was
okay.
like the most hinted at in the series,
We
other
have
than Sakura Sasuke, I think.
Atsui and Choji who've never even spoken in the whole fucking series at all.
Yep.
Not counting Naruto Shippuden filler, but like, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird. That was kind of weird. But
Sai,
you
which
know,
we always knew was gonna happen because that was partly the reason Sai was introduced, Loki.
but
And
honestly,
they kept bringing it up how he was like, oh, he looks so much like Sasuke, even though they really don't.
they don't.
They act sort of similar. I will give you that, but we get to see Asuma Jr.
Yep, yep,
We get to see guy in a wheelchair vibing with Kakashi.
yep. Um, let's see. Konohamaru, man's a vibe.
Konohamaru, yeah. Old ass Onoki. Like
Cold ass
old
Onoki.
ass Onoki. Like how is this man still alive, Onoki?
Good God.
He's just like vibing. An older Killer Bee, I mean we get to see all the old Gokages, as well as we end with all the new Gokages, I believe.
I think we do. Yeah, because they're holding a
A
Gokage
summit
summit
at
in
the
the
lift.
village. Yeah.
We get to see Boruto do the exact same thing that Naruto did at the beginning of the series. Um,
Yep.
and deface the statues.
Face the statues, and then he's like, "Damn you!" He's like, "Naruto, you better go get your kid. You better go get your kid. He's making a goddamn ruckus."
And he does. We get to see Sakura. We get to sort of see Sasuke for like. I think Sasuke is in one page in this entire epilogue.
Yeah, he's still vibing in. Is he still vibing in the desert?
Yeah,
Or no?
no, he's in a forest now. I don't know where he's at, but he is obviously coming on because how else was Sarada born? Like
Yeah, he's
he,
been
a
home.
quick come and go, if you will. uh, sorry. Oh, stupid. Oh God. Um.
Um, yeah, that's pretty. And then they're like, yeah, Naruto, you better come get your kid. Um,
Yeah.
he's like, when it reveals that Naruto's the Hokage. Who would have ever guessed? Uh,
No way, bro.
no way, Naruto becomes a Hokage. But then there's this last panel of
The rest of the Gokage.
um,
Which are
yeah.
just characters from the war. Like they were all the right-handed people of the old Gokages. Besides Gara,
Hmm.
Gara is still he's still the Tsuchikage. No, no, no. What was it?
The Kazekage.
The Kazekage. Yeah, Gara's still the Kazekage because he's still in his prime basically. Um, and yeah, the Mizukage. Of course, it was the seven swordsmen that traveled around with the old Mizukage. The Tsuchikage is that girl that traveled around with the old Mizukage. Um, this the other the Raikage C, of course. Is that C? That's C, right? Pretty sure that's C.
C, I think so. Yeah, or no, that's not C. It's Kazu. No, what was this? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
It's not C though. I remember specifically.
And then yeah, then we have the last panel of One Piece symbol. So yeah, One Piece confirmed for Naruto.
Uh-huh.
Oh well,
Yeah.
the last page is reflects the first page of ever in Naruto. Technically, um,
Does it?
it's a fairy tale sort of page. Once upon a time, there lived a fox beard with nine tails. It was sealed away inside a shinobi child who,
Oh yeah.
over time, befriended and came to collaborate with the fox. Then befell a new calamity, the reviving of the Ten Tails. But the shinobi child matured into a shinobi youth, became one with the Foxbeard and the shinobi clans, and sealed Ten Tails away. The shinobi youth who bore the Foxbeard was the son of the fourth Hokage, and was himself called the seventh Hokage. And that's the end of Naruto. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Now it's time to go
Um.
into what we think of the ending before we go into the series overall. But
Yeah.
yeah, Kaguya ain't it.
Man. Yeah. No, Kaguya ain't it. Ain't it?
Kaguya was not it, bro.
I really wanted to like her because I really like her design and her power set. I just I
I mean,
wish.
she's barely even a character
Yeah, she's
herself.
barely a character. That's the thing. I wish she had I wish she actually had a
I wish
personality.
Black Zetsu wasn't there.
Yeah, Black Setsu was awful. He was the worst part of this. The worst part of the whole thing. Um,
And it's just like you really cucked Madara, who's been like
yeah, Madara has been working at this
foreshadowed
ship
since
for
part one, like with the final valley, like.
yeah, exactly. Like, and then Kage just comes in and is just like, nah, actually, I'm the final boss.
Actually, I'm the final boss. Actually, I exist.
Like, I didn't mind it as much as like I thought I would because it is actually like hinted at a decently before.
Like yeah,
Um,
like 60 chapters before, but
like yeah, like 60 chapters before they mention this. That's the first time we hear about Kaguya
no.
in the tree. Um,
And it's just
but
like
then and but it's just she still just steals Madara's thunder when Madara literally had just succeeded in activating the Infinite Tsukiyomi,
yeah, yeah.
and Madara could have done like I don't know. I feel like the final fight would have been so much better if we just had Madara instead. Even though I mean we've been fighting Madara for a while, but
Yeah, it's pretty lame. Not gonna hold you.
it's just kind of lame.
And
And
it's
again, I wouldn't mind it. as much if Kaguya was a character. Like if she
Yeah,
could talk.
like yeah, if we actually knew what she was like at all,
Hmm.
like at all, and
Yeah.
I mean that's just a sort of a problem that prevails with him. He's good at writing characters, but sometimes he just doesn't.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, with girls in particular, he has a spotty track record. Um, but like you could have given Kaguya something instead of just being like my children. Uh, I guess okay. That doesn't give me anything.
Uh huh.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. And it's made up for the Naruto Sasuke fight for sure. Like that's just because it feels like it feels like it should it was right. It was felt right. The Naruto and Sasuke fight, like it was like we've been
Yeah.
building up to this fight for the whole series since their first fight.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. No, I do. I mean, yeah. This fight, I think, I think this was done right.
Yeah,
Right. Like I think this fight I think is the best part of this arc.
yeah,
Like including like just the whole war in general.
yeah.
Um. I mean, maybe in all of Naruto. I don't know. This fight is like it's we. This is what we've been building to and he delivers. Right. Like that's
100%. It's so good.
it's such a good final battle. And but it's just unfortunate that right before it, Kaguya had to step in. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, and the final chapter is nothing to write home about. It's just the final chapter. It's like
Yeah, final
okay,
chapter is just like
Boruto. He wasn't. I don't think he was aware that Boruto was gonna become like a franchise
probably not at that time.
after he finished it. But like, it's fine. It's weird. His character matchups are weird again. The people who ended up together.
Yeah,
It
I think
feels.
it's pretty standard for like a final shonen in
Yeah,
chapter,
it just
Though I
feels
feel
like
like
he was like drawing lots on these guys.
yeah.
Toji, Atsui, I got it.
He's like they were in the same battlefield in the
Yeah,
fourth grade ninja war,
they did
so
not talk to each other, but they were there.
yeah, they were there.
Kiba, we don't even know who Kiba's wife is. She's an unnamed character. Um, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember.
Um, but yeah, the final chapter is all right. It's fine. It's serviceable. I don't mind it because the series really ended with the Naruto Sasuke fight, in my opinion. The last fight was the last chapter was just oh yeah Naruto's Hokage now. Like obviously that was gonna happen. Um, we didn't. I didn't. I should have made us watch the special. The day Naruto became Hokage, but I didn't. We'll watch it another time.
All right.
Because it is canon to this. And I made us watch the last, and I should have also made us watch the special, but it's fine. Um, but yeah, that's the end of Naruto. I don't know. It's fine. It's good. It's better than Bleach's ending, in my opinion. But like,
Yeah.
not by just because the Naruto Sasuke fight exists. If the Naruto Sasuke fight didn't exist, it was just the Kaguya fight and then the last chapter.
Yeah, that would have been not good.
Not good.
But I feel like that the Naruto Sasuke fight really saves the ending.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it,
That's pretty
right?
much it, man. I don't know what else to say. I mean, yeah, we're gonna go into our overall thoughts on the series now, and we are gonna
Mm-hmm.
talk about the last for a quick second. We don't got much to say on the last, but
You did watch the
we did
last.
watch the last because I was like, I remember it being all right. It was all right. I wasn't wrong.
It was a
It was
movie.
the definition of okay.
It really was. It's cool fights are kind of
Good animation.
yeah, good animation for the most part. The movie looked really good, I think.
I like the designs of everybody too. I
Mm,
think everybody looked really nice.
yeah,
Hinata and Naruto specifically.
yep, yep. In terms of the plot, uh,
I can barely call it a plot to be real with you.
I think
I don't
I
know,
think it
dude.
was
It's
more
like
than
not
that.
plot until the end of the movie. I don't know until all the lore dump. But let's just talk about the series first before we get into the last.
Okay,
So
okay.
fucking Naruto, bro. Where do we even start? the like. What do you think? Like what like I would I gotta hold on. I gotta listen to something real quick. But you go ahead and tell me what you think real quick.
Okay, Naruto. I don't know where to start. Um, Before coming into Naruto,
Yeah.
I'd heard so much about it. I'd like the most out of the big three. Like I knew One Piece was big, and big is all I knew about it. I knew Bleach was like
Big
edgy, and I
edgy. He says.
edgy,
Oh
and
sheesh.
I only ever saw a few things about it. But Naruto, I knew like Naruto was so ingrained in pop culture that it was like I
Yeah.
I knew Naruto, I knew Sasuke, I knew about the Akatsuki, and I knew like a lot of a couple of Akatsuki members.
Yeah.
Um, I knew Madara, I knew like the Nine Tails. It's like I knew so much about it, but like even with that, I nothing could have prepared me for just how like what the series was. Like I was not expecting this what it was at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's really like it's a it's 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 simultaneously a super generic shonen, but not at the
At
same
all,
time.
like not at all. And I was gonna bring it up because I asked you before the series started, in video. You know, you can go back to the first 5 minutes of the original video. Um,
Hmm.
do you think this was gonna be a generic show? And you said yes, but with its own twist. Is the you said more that in more words,
Yeah.
but that was the basic of what you said. You said it's gonna be a generic shonen, but it's gonna. I think you said something like it's gonna excel in something the way One Piece sort of does world building. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna have its
Bleach
own
doesn't
thing.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
And I don't I after reading it, going back on those words,
Yeah.
I I don't think I don't think that it's quite like I don't think that it excels superbly in any one area,
Yeah.
but it has like it's overall what it gets right is like high like its peaks aren't quite as high as like some of Bleach's peaks, I would say,
Yeah.
but like the overall quality, it doesn't have the lows
Mhm.
that Bleach does. It's pretty much like it's kind of a high mid for like most of the series, I think.
Mhm.
And so I like in a lot of areas it's just high. I don't know. It's
Yeah. And,
I don't know what to
I
say.
sort of regret not asking you this in the first part.
Hmm.
Because I now was thinking about it now. But like, what did you expect from Naruto, the character going into it, and like, did he live up to that expectation? I guess. Like, did he end up being the way you thought he was gonna be? Certainly, or was he different?
I didn't know jack shit about Naruto, and I did not have any like opinions on Naruto
Okay.
before I started. Um,
Okay. Well, let
because
me.
I just didn't know anything about him.
Well, let me rephrase it then. More like, what do you think he's like? Do you think he's what do you think of him compared to like Luffy, Ichigo, and Goku, other shonen protagonists like Asta and stuff?
He feels like a lot more of a realistic character.
Yeah.
Um, like he's not like he feels very real. Like you get to know Naruto like inside and out more than you do
Intimately,
like
yeah.
yeah, more than you do almost any other shonen
And
protagonist
and I think
that I've read so far.
I don't know because I still feel like Ichigo still feels real to me in a different way
Mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm.
Ichigo is us essentially. He's a teenager, right, in
Yeah,
real life. But but not but Naruto's so much easier to connect with on a few different ways.
yeah, Naruto. Yeah, he's just
Um,
so. like relatable.
He's
I don't
so
know.
he's relatable, and like I said, it was like it was it was the turning point near the end of the Five Kage Summit, where Naruto just has a fucking panic attack. Like, who the fuck gives their shonen protagonist a like dead ass panic attack?
I know.
And it's just like, whoa, that's like such a human moment for him that he's just so overwhelmed by everything that's happening
Hmm.
that he just
Hmm.
breaks down. Um,
Yeah, and yeah, it's like and like Naruto's whole relationship with the Nine Tails and everything like that. I think is like really special. It's like
yeah.
you know, it's like you get to see this guy. This you get to see his journey from being an outcast of the village. Nobody likes him to literally the hero, the savior of the world,
That's it. Yeah.
an absolute celebrity where everybody loves him. And that was his goal. That was his goal from day one. Chapter one.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna become the Hokage. I'm gonna become the best Hokage there ever was. And you get to see every step of that journey of him doing that.
Hmm.
And I think that's pretty cool.
I think it is pretty cool. And yeah, I think Naruto is great, but
Yeah, no, Naruto's honestly like he's top five, maybe even top three shonen protagonist for me.
yeah, yeah. Well, you got anything else you want to say about the series, really quick,
Um,
before I get into it? Before I start roasting the entire series from front to back.
Sasuke.
Oh
I
yeah,
I expected to like Sasuke a lot more. Being the mirror to Naruto. And I really did like I did like part one Naruto a lot, or part one Sasuke a
Sasuke.
lot. Um,
Yeah,
but then he just kind of goes like off the deep end in part two.
yeah,
Just completely just completely batshit insane. And it's
yeah.
like I get a lot of the choices that he makes and stuff. I just don't.
Like him.
I just don't like him.
Yeah, I understand.
I do feel like he's a good character for the most part. For like he's pretty consistent. Um, and like pretty like oh yeah, again a lot of his decisions make sense. It's just
Hmm.
I just wish I liked him more. Um,
Yeah,
but I don't know. So Sasuke, good, good. Just you know,
yeah.
yeah. That's
All
about
right,
all. That's about all I have to say.
all right. Cool. Let's go. Let's go.
Mhm.
Um, where do I want to start? Oh man, it was so weird reading Naruto, dude. I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep it a buck 50, cause the difference in like what I knew from you compared to you was immense, right?
Mhm.
Like the
Mhm.
only like we went through One Piece and I had already read it all at that point, right?
Yeah.
But I had only read it months before we filmed that series. While you were reading it, uh, and you were a bit ahead as we were filming those episodes. Um,
Yeah.
but for Naruto, I mean, I have years and years and like, I remember from when I was like 6 and 7 watching it and stuff. So it was so weird going through it in manga form and being like, yeah, okay, these moments that I loved were so good, but then like other stuff wasn't as good as I remember it being, you know?
Mm.
Like
Mhm.
Kiba was one of my favorite characters before we read the manga.
Oh no.
And and then when we were reading it I was like, what the fuck does Kiba even do? Like
Yeah. Where
why
does
did I
Kiba?
like him so much? Where did I get this attachment to Kiba that made it hurt so much more when he didn't do anything in the series?
Oh man, Naruto filler, man.
No, I get it has to be Naruto
It's
filler.
all. It's all.
It
It's
has to
probably.
be
It's probably
the
all the
Naruto
filler that
filler.
gives you like actual character
The
moments.
nostalgia. It was just the nostalgia for watching the anime and watching these characters interact.
Yeah.
And so, I still love part one so much. In part two, I'm finally glad that I know it all front to back. But it just
Yeah.
wasn't as good as I was hoping it'd be, you know.
Mm. Mhm. Mhm.
And
For as
so
much hype as it gets.
yeah, and so that's my like. I was like, because I used to semi like the war more than I do now,
Mhm.
and because the war sort of is all over the place in my opinion now in the manga.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's
it's
really.
definitely where the series
Mhm.
starts to dip for me.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm. And
even
it's
with
unfortunate because it's a good two and like a good like almost fifth of the series,
yeah,
you know.
and again, this just the betrayal of those side characters, dude. It just hurts
Yeah.
so much, you
Yeah, I
know.
bring that up. I brought that up a lot in
The whole
in
series,
previous
the,
videos.
the
Yeah.
entire series,
um,
except
the
for
entire series.
probably part one, except it's the tuning exam
Yeah.
when we were hyping
Yeah,
all the
part
side
one.
characters up.
Um, where it's just like side side characters just got shafted
Yeah,
in part
part two. Unless your name is
part
Shikamaru,
two.
like if your name is
Unless you Shikamaru.
unless your name is
Even
Shikamaru,
even Shikamaru only
for
got like a
real.
one thing to do.
I mean, he helps, like
Yeah, he does get some other things to do,
in
but
he's there
you
in the
know.
pain arc and stuff. Like he helps more than
Mhm.
any of the
Mhm.
other side characters. And then
Mhm.
he does also just get cooked in the war as well.
Yeah,
His
no, he
father
gets
ends up being more relevant to the plot than him. Um,
yeah, and then his and then he dies, and his dad dies.
and characters like Hinata, who
Mhm.
have so much potential. Like, most of the girl characters, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's a problem everybody's critiqued on this series because it's such a glaring flaw in his writing. Um,
Yeah, no, we shit on the female designs of One Piece, but at least they have like really good
well written
characters
characters,
still. Yeah,
yeah.
well-written
At
characters.
least I may not like Ivankov's. I have issues with Ivankov from
Mm.
a design aspect because I don't think Ivankov should have a girl form. I think it should just always just be Ivankov. I was thinking about this
Oh
recently.
yeah.
That should just be them at all times.
Mhm.
Um, but even then, like, there's so much thought put into so much of those characters. Even a character like Ivankov, who represents more than just a manga character,
Mhm. Mhm.
mostly for gags in general. In that, but
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying.
Um. Mhm. Mhm.
But for Naruto,
Yeah.
it's like these girls are just being used to motivate the main characters.
Mm.
So like Hinata
Yeah.
gets folded by pain just to make Naruto angry.
Yeah. Pretty much.
She confesses her love to him in that moment, and then it never gets brought up in the
It
manga
never
ever
gets
again.
brought up. Yeah. Um. I feel like another one to bring up is Tsunade. She gets like a little bit of character in when she's first
In part
introduced
one, it's so cool, right? She's
in Search
so
for
cool.
Tsunade. But I mean, she's the Hokage, but she like
She gets folded during the
she's
pain
basically just
assault, essentially.
generic business lady for the
Yeah,
rest of
and
the
the
for the rest of the
healer
series.
and the healer.
Hmm.
And then Madara
Yeah,
has
and I
to
mean,
go
yeah,
roast her for
Mater
no
goes in
reason.
roaster. Uh,
And it's just like, all right, I guess, I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, that is one thing about Naruto that could just be a lot better. Is just the
The
females.
females, the girls.
Kaguya, the ultimate, just just
You
the
know
ultimate
what? Just like,
non-character.
just like, bro, why not just make Black Zetsu the final villain, bro? If he's gonna do all the talking for her,
Yeah, just fucking make Black Zetsu like take over Kaguya's body or something like that.
yeah,
You
just
know.
Black Zetsu takes over Madara's body or some shit. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I still love Naruto, and I will continue to be be a Naruto fan forever. I
Hmm.
will never stop. It's still
Oh yeah, there's so much parts about this series to love.
uh,
Like
the games
it's
are
got its.
fun. Everything's
Yeah, I think that's one thing I forgot actually to mention is just the power system in Naruto. The chakra in
it,
general is
it's
just
it
it's really good.
it's a bit sad how it loses its sort of
uh,
strategy approach from part one.
strategy, but I don't like. I think. it's traded in for just a lot of like I think if we just had like if you just take part 2 by itself, I think the fights are like amazing, you know, they're
Yeah,
like really hype, really cool, all these cool
yeah,
abilities. Like if you just take those by itself, it's great,
mm,
right? It's really fun. But it's just the precedent set by part 1, you know. It's like,
yeah.
oh,
It's
we
like
used to use chakra like
uh,
to be actually like smart and tactical and
it,
shit.
it,
But I mean, we can just throw
yeah.
fucking yeah, we can just throw fucking Biju bombs at each other now.
There's a similar issue with a lot of stuff from part one. That part one
Mhm.
sets a precedent that part two just doesn't follow up on a lot of times.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that's the probably the biggest thing in the series is just that not following up, like
yeah,
that complete shift in focus for the series. That I think kind of hurts it, but
yeah. Like Destiny being non-important. Cause oh my
yeah,
god, holy shit.
yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
uh,
Naruto not being the chosen one, just being just having a demon fox inside him
oh
and
my
keep
god.
him learning to use that shit. But nah, he's actually a child of prophecy.
He's a child of prophecy. Literally the child
So,
of prophecy. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Naruto's good. Naruto's good.
mm,
Bottom line is, yeah, I get it. If Naruto gets a lot of hate as well, probably mostly from its fans. It's got a kind of toxic fan base. Not gonna hold y'all. My
it
bad.
does.
I'm a part of it. Listen, I know. I'm there in the discussions. I am a Boruto. I was there when Boruto was coming out weekly. Um, but but there's a reason people love it so much, you know. So
Yeah, yeah.
um, and I still recommend it to this day. I still think people should check it out. The anime is the most worth watching out of all the big three, in my opinion. Um,
Yeah,
in terms
yeah.
of
From what I've seen,
the animation and the yes, filler is an issue, but the filler is skippable.
filler
Unlike
is skippable, and I
One Piece
feel like,
filler.
but I also feel like, you might not even want
Yeah,
to
you might
skip.
not. Again, you might not even want to, of course. Um,
Yeah, because some of like it seems like a lot of characters get a lot more,
just
um,
development.
just just yeah, just development and things to do that he couldn't quite fit into the main series. So he's like, you know what, just says to the
Um,
animators to the series,
yeah,
just like, okay, just do something with this character.
yeah, and there's that, and yeah, exactly. The anime has that going for it, which I
Hmm.
your filler is good. Filler can be good. Um,
Yeah, no,
there's such a stigma in it's just modern week, not weekly, seasonal anime, because there's such a hustle to just watch what's the next thing and keep anime
mm,
short, and concise and like just back to back the same as the manga. Um, but I don't think keeping stuff the same as the manga is always good. I think adding anime is a different medium, and I think adding filler can completely enhance a story sometimes. Um,
yeah, exactly. Like if there's a bad part of the manga, the anime has liberty to go in and like, you
Change it.
know, fix that, you know, because it's made after the fact. You
Yeah.
can, you know, you can change stuff.
Eh,
I feel like Naruto probably does do a little bit of that. Like the whole Kaguya backstory arc, like
yeah, that
that
gets
shit is
fully
actually kind of
expanded. Yeah.
like fully expanded. Like that shit's actually like kind of nice.
Yeah. Stuff like Anko's backstory gets fully expanded. Fully, like, she gets a narrative arc how she gets over her trauma in part one of Naruto,
Mm-hmm.
near the end of the fillers. Um,
Yeah, and it's
like, what does Anko
we
do in the manga? Nothing after the shooting exams, essentially.
yeah, it's like we just don't have enough time to focus on Anko, you know. It's
Yeah.
like we got so much other shit to worry about. Uh so like why we so use the anime to add some extra scenes in there,
Yeah.
you know?
And a recent example being little spoiler. I'm trying to keep it spoiler free. Demon Slayer season two dropping a completely anime original episode, um, to the Mugen Train arc,
Hmm.
um, for the first episode of season two. An episode that doesn't take place anywhere in the manga.
Yep.
Um, you
It's
know,
good.
and
It's
it's a
actually
good,
good.
yeah, it's good, right? Philly gets a bad rap, probably because it's the Promised Neverland's fault, and
Okay. Don't gotta talk about that.
we don't gotta talk about that, but there are good examples, and sometimes anime studios do fuck up, but
And I mean, yeah, filler can be a mixed bag.
yeah,
Like sometimes it's not written by the
the
not
authors
written
are
by the
written well
author.
sometimes at all, like
Yeah,
uh,
or written well at all. So it's like
it's like a grab
sometimes
bag
it's
of
like
yeah,
yeah. So it's got its ups and downs. It can add to the series, but it can also just be like you know 5 episodes of them running to a location and then fighting a guy that
yeah,
can like
or it can
make
be or it could be the Dressrosa arc being longer, having a longer episode count than chapter count. Uh,
yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's depends on how you do it.
yeah, but Naruto does it well in my opinion. I can't really speak for Bleach quite yet on the record. The other show, Black Clover also does it decently well from what I've seen of the anime.
Yeah, I don't think it has too much filler
Uh,
in
the
general.
the few filler that I have seen of Black Clover, it just sort of fills in gaps from the manga.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
uh, so yeah, Naruto, it's good. I don't know what else to say. Well, let's just move on to that's basically our closing thoughts. But we did say we watched the last, so let's just end this with the last, I guess.
And the
The
last
last
two
two boys,
boys suck
Naruto.
Naruto's video with the movie the last. Uh, man,
She. Oh, 6 out of 10.
yeah, yeah,
Honestly,
it's a pretty solid 6 out of 10.
it's a
I
pretty
think
solid 6 out of 10. Like you're
you
not
got it right.
wasting your time watching this movie. I think it's a fine watch.
Yeah, I think it's worth like if you like Naruto, it's worth a check out.
It's
I
a
would
it's a
say.
bit long. Nearing that 2 hour mark. Like it was a full
Yeah.
theatrical release. It was pretty hyped up when it came out. I remember.
Hmm.
It does not need 2 hours. It does not need to be
No,
2 hours. But
not does not.
if you like Hinata and Naruto as a couple, which we didn't even really talk about, but like yes, they end up together. Um,
Yeah. Who would have guessed?
who would have fucking guessed? You probably will enjoy this movie. I enjoyed this film for that little bit of fan service we got between them two.
Yeah, I really liked the early scenes of the movie, and then I think the end scenes of the movie
Mm.
I liked. The end's like 20, 30 minutes ish, and then like the beginning 40 minutes, I would say, and then but then there's just this stretch in the middle that's just kind of
Yeah,
eh.
it's just kind of and then they drop. Oh yeah, there's a whole one of the brothers went to the moon. Hagurame's brother went to the moon and started his own clan on the moon. Um,
Yeah, and I mean like that's cool, I guess. That kind of explains that end of things. Because
um,
we don't ever get to learn what that
happened.
man was up
Yeah,
to.
what happened to Hagurame's brother after everything that went down?
Yeah.
Um,
Um. Yeah, but it's the Moon Clan, but then the main villain is I think is kind of weak.
yeah, he is. And I mean he'll be used to better effect in Boruto, but again, I don't think this movie came out before the end of Naruto. This movie came out before. Um, this movie came out after they
When
defeat
did the movie?
Kaguya, I believe, before
I thought
Naruto.
this movie came out more recently.
No, it was the 2015 flick. I'm pretty sure.
No.
Naruto didn't finish till 2016.
Oh, 2014. Never mind. You're
Yeah,
right.
2014, and Naruto didn't finish till 2016. Um,
Yeah.
so again, I don't. They in retrospect, this movie is sort of important for learning a character that shows up in Boruto. But if you're not interested in Boruto, then there's mostly no point to watch this film. It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah. You
Um,
don't. It's not required. Um.
it's not essential Naruto viewing.
No.
Even though it is technically canon to the story. Um, and it is
Sasuke
fully
shows up for a scene.
it is written by Kishimoto. Huh?
Ah. Is that?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But it's just I don't know.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's a cute movie.
It's a cute film.
And then I feel like it's also like again that middle part is very a middle to like close like the end part. I feel like is very kind of generic anime movie, like shonen anime movie where it's like
Yeah.
it feels a lot like a Pokemon movie where it's like they're just kind of exploring a setting and then somebody gets kidnapped and they gotta go
We got a lot of
explore.
experience with Pokemon movies.
Oh my
Little
god.
little foreshadowing there.
That we do. Where we just, you explore the enemy's
Yeah,
like castle,
castle. And
and
sort
then
of fuck
but then they're also
around.
on a mission to rescue it, to rescue the person. Um, but then they escape, and then some crazy shit
Hmm.
happens at the end. It's like it just feels very, very generic anime movie.
Yeah, and
Um,
the animation's good, and some of the final fights do pop off. Um, but overall, yeah, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. It's okay. It's fine. Um,
yeah, yeah, 6 out of 10
would
for
I
plot.
probably wouldn't watch it again. Not for a while. uh,
I'm Yeah. I mean, if like maybe if I were to
yeah, I would
if we
probably
finished the
slot it in
series with
if
somebody else,
yeah, I'd
I
probably
could.
slot it in to the anime if anything. I would just
Yeah.
consider it anime filler and watch it in between some wherever it should take place in the anime. Um,
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, it's just extra material for you if you really like Naruto, like, and if you really like Naruto, you probably already seen it. So, um,
Yep.
yeah, so yeah, 10. Cool.
6 out of 10 movie.
We are done. We are done.
Yep.
Kind
And
of.
that's Naruto.
kind,
Kind
kind
of.
of.
It's the end of Two Boys Suck Naruto's, but there's an elephant in the
There's a
room.
son.
Yeah,
Son's
there's a sun.
trusted you. Next
um,
time on Two Boys Suck Naruto's, we cover the Boruto series, including the
Boruto.
movie. Um, Probably, and let's have forget,
Excluding the movie.
including the movie.
Oh, including the movie. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
probably, unless we
I
forget
was
to
looking
watch it.
forward to that movie.
Yeah, yeah. We'll probably watch it before, but it'll all be the same video, so you don't have to worry about that. Um,
Cool.
yeah. Next time we start Boruto, I have a very checkered history with this, this individual. Um, so we'll see you all then on
Yep.
the Two Boys
See you.
series.
See you next time.
Next
On
time
Two
it'll
Boys.
be a little bit. You don't have to worry. There's some extra videos that we've made coming out soon. Um,
Hmm. Yep.
so look forward to those.
Yep. Some extra,
And
some
some
premium content
quality
coming
content.
out.
Like nobody's
Uh.
watching this, but I'm hoping y'all watch that. Like,
uh. Maybe.
oh my god, I'm so excited. You better believe that this is the last time I'm gonna say believe it.
Believe it.
And we're gonna see you guys in the next one. See
Yep.
ya.
See ya.